everyone, it's Aaron Day here from Sao Paulo, Brazil, with another episode of Offshore Maven. Today is the 8th day of the enactment of FATCA, the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. And we are getting all kinds of messages and phone calls. Lots of Americans are running into problems already. And it seems that just as many people that are living overseas are having their U.S. accounts shut down as we're hearing about people living onshore having their offshore accounts, well, they're not shut down, but the withholding. We have one gentleman that has a trading account, is fully reporting, and he had the withholding tax put on and a letter sent to him that he was advised to shut down his foreign account. So we are helping solve that problem as well as many, many others. Have an entire team of people today in Hong Kong. The legal team that managed it's a pension fund that we work with. And the legal team are mostly Canadian attorneys. The U.S. representative is DLA Piper, the largest law firm in the world. And but the team is made up of a really broad variety of citizens from different countries. So they cover the entire gamut. And I know that some of the advisors that I work with are there today, and they have a bunch of questions. We're working on some issues related to Brazilians, Chinese, naturally Americans, which is most of my readers are Americans. Most of the people watching these videos are Americans. And USA has created the problem. All the other countries followed suit with some sort of a law similar to FATCA, and if they haven't done it yet, they all will do it, because now each country wants to be able to tax every dollar anywhere in the world. So things are changing quickly, and we have the solution, and we're working to help people solve their problem. So the lay of the land problem is that any investment account from offshore is that the individual asset and income typically become part of that person's worldwide assets and worldwide income. But the minute your assets and income are inside an asset protection structure that we're suggesting or recommending, that ceases to be the case. So assets are not taxable and income is not taxable. In fact, you report both, but they are just not taxable and not part of your worldwide assets or income. Now that's inside of our regulator asset protection structure. So potential clients come to us and they say, I'd like to go offshore, but I'd like to be in a place where it's just not taxable back here at home. And this structure will do that for them. In the UK, USA, and Canada, anything inside is not reportable as an asset, and anything accrued inside is not taxable under O.E.C.D. standards. So that protects people from Canada, UK, and USA. And we're working on other countries, as I mentioned, but it's very similar. So in the cases of those countries, though, you report every year, but on the reporting form it says that the income is not reportable as an income and it is not taxable. So if you'd like to have a desire to introduce these structures and like to learn more about our structures, just get in touch with us and we'll set up a free conference call for you. And Hong Kong trust law is wide open trust world with no restrictions. And Hong Kong is the best country that we've found so far for these. And the pension law is recognized in 60 countries, by the way. The investments are allowed, and even more importantly, Hong Kong pension law overrides domestic tax law. Asset protection is benefited on both specific in perpetuity, trust law, also specific pension law, which we'll explain when you get a little deeper into this. But any amounts of money can be placed inside the retirement fund with no restrictions to amount. Domestically, there is a restriction as to the deductible from tax amount. So that's just, the Hong Kong flavor to this particular trust law. But there is no restriction on the amount of non-deductible contribution, and it will hold virtually any investment. Now that's critical. You can just about put anything inside a regulated asset protection structure. Now when retirement income is taken, it is non-taxable in many countries, and you are allowed to take withdrawals at any time. Potential tax consequences on withdrawals, you need to look into that, because some people obviously want to withdraw a lot more to buy a house or whatnot. You will have to pay tax if you exceed certain amounts. So that we have found that entrepreneurs don't withdraw income beyond normal means, and they prefer to reinvest capital gains, which means that it is sure that they want to make additional investments, but they prefer to do those investments from inside the account structure. And this is what we're helping a number of people right now that are entrepreneurs, and they're living overseas, working overseas, and they are really pleased with how well this structure suits their needs. So if you need to learn more about asset protection and tax advantages of these retirement structures, just get in touch with us and we'll provide you with more information. Thank you very much for watching.